I love this car. I love making videos about this car. I never intended on making this video. Instead of describing in words what happened that fateful night, I decided to take my ample amount of frustration and desire to cry when nobody else is looking, and a little bit of creativity, and make a movie montage. What a shitty night. Now, what happened? A couple things happened. I was driving the car in rain on fresh, brand new asphalt. There was no grading on it. It's on I-75 southbound up at exit 56, as you can see in some of the pictures. Brand new. I have wide ass rear tires that have been through the whole season and part of the previous season. And I'm driving a rear weight biased vehicle. If you've ever driven a car where the weight balance is in the rear and you have no tread in the rear tires, you're in for quite a surprise. Something that I honestly hadn't experienced before, and I didn't even know how to fully handle it. Now, walking you through the steps, what happened? As I was going, I'd hit a small puddle, hydroplaned a little bit, which is one of the reasons I was going well under the speed limit when I officially or fully lost control. So I'd hit a little bump, okay, yep, the car's a little squirreled out. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just bleed some speed off. You never just hit the brakes, you never just let off, you just feel the road and you slow down. So something I'd done many times in my RX-7s. But then I hit a big patch of water and it shot the rear end out on me. The rear end went out to the right. So if you're driving, to the right. So I started sliding that way, and it wasn't something that scared me at first. I was actually laughing, saying, oh, I got this. And I had counter steered, I didn't oversteer, but I had the tires going back down the road, straight down everything. And then the rear end swiped the other way, and it was more aggressive that time. And it was just coming out of nowhere. So now I had counter-corrected or counter-steered, and again, I was feeling at this point, I was still feeling very comfortable. It was just, okay, this is a little more extreme than normal. But then the car started sliding further, and I hit wheel lock. This car has one of the shittiest turning radiuses. I don't even know what the exact number is, but if you've driven an RX-7 and then you go to a Lamborghini, be prepared to be disappointed. This car, even in a parking lot, you can't do a nice circle in the parking lot. You'd think it would. But then again, it has, all-wheel drive, so it's got a lot of crap under there. I don't know. I'm making excuses for them. But point is, I hit the wheel lock all the way to the edge, car went further. But you'd think that was what crashed. That's what caused it. No. It was still kind of coming back, and mind you, this is a long slide that's going on. But I was crossing lanes as I was going. Something happened where I hit the rear with water, and it spun me around. It did like this 270 thing going on, to where the rear of the car was facing you guys, and I'm backwards like this. And so I'm feeling like the corner of the car is going to hit the walks, and now I'm crossing lanes of traffic at this point. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? I don't even know how to counter. I don't even know how to respond to that. Well, then finally, again, the car must have been, as it was crossing lanes, getting patches of traction, and it kicks me back forward again. So now at this point, I'm in the slow lane, still sliding, but facing forward. Now, what then happened is, just like as you expect, hit the K-rail, and obviously I was sliding to the side, so I had some sideward momentum, but the majority of it was forward. I'd have to say I was going about 30 miles an hour at that speed, or that point, which you can tell because the car didn't go very far, but it did ride up the K-rail. It rode up about 18 inches. You can see it in the pictures. and then dropped me down. Now, obviously, that was quite an emotional experience. I was honestly, I talk about the most important things in my life. In this car, I promised myself if I ever destroyed it, you'd catch me going on eBay, getting a cheap knockoff katana and seppukuing myself and enjoying it because I don't deserve to own this car anymore. But you know what I realized? I realized that when I said hurting the most important thing in my life, it wasn't the car. It was in the passenger seat. And so, adding insult to injury, you have both the girl you're madly in love with and the car you're madly in love with, and you're the one causing pain or potential damage to both. So, needless to say, you damage that front corner of the car and you walk away from that situation, nobody else hurt, I pretty much lucked out. Now, again, I wasn't screwing around. Should I have been driving in the rain? Hell no. If any of you guys get your dream cars, not if, when, or if you want V12 rear biased cars, mid-engine cars, don't go driving in the rain, no matter what, no matter how much fun you want to have. Stupid idea. So, lesson learned there. But I walked away with the best possible scenario. Now, if it was an RX-7 that had happened to, I would be safe to say $1,500 with the right parts, plus paint, and the car would be fixed. Because I trashed the front bumper, the front fender, the side fender, and the lower control arm and the wheel hub assembly. And as you see, did a nice little brake mod where I did some weight reduction. Guess how much this is? And no, you can't buy one of these by themselves. You can't even buy a quarter. You can't glue this all back together. It costs $11,000 to buy a set of 4 rotors for a Lamborghini. It costs more than $4,000 for these wheels. So if I want to replace the wheels, which I have to, they're stretch fractured and everything, $4,000. Front bumper, even just a quick look on eBay, which is going to be the shittiest place to buy parts for a Lamborghini, $5,000 for the front bumper. It's about $5,000 for that side fender as well. They're all carbon fiber. That's not even including what's actually broken, which is the suspension. I have a lower control arm that's busted, and I have the wheel hub. I don't know what you would officially call that on this car. Those are both trashed. They're gone. I don't even know if they're available. Just have to wait for somebody else to wreck on this corner or something like that. But point is, roughly, in my own estimates, mind you, this is fresh. Insurance is just starting to work on this. $25,000. Now, obviously, that's a good case for having insurance and all that sort of stuff. So I appreciate the guys that I have it insured through. I'll appreciate them more when they make it me better. But this, I'm safe. Girlfriend's safe. The car is not destroyed. If I destroyed any of the body panels here, this is one of those things where you'd be more likely to patch it than anything else. And that's where you start getting the quality of the car, where you're in your head, you're like, this car's already damaged. This, you replace the parts, you replace the suspension, brakes, and it's better than it was. So I don't feel that I destroyed the heart of the car. I hit and got very lucky. So just wanted to give everybody a nice little real-world experience of what it's like to own and then destroy your dream car. And she'll rise again. So appreciate all the support. My next video is going to be a business video. This one was supposed to be a business video, but life happened. So any of you guys that like to, add me on Facebook, personal page. I talk about this sort of stuff, post extra pictures. And for the new people, thanks for subscribing, or if you are, please subscribe. So doing my typical YouTube stuff, but it's been gaining a lot of traction. And apparently I wanted to attention whore so bad that I wrecked my car just to get another good video. So you guys benefit. Well, take care.